Oh no! Oh no! Hello there, great person, and welcome back to Let's Watch SteinsGate. Today we're at episode 18, and it does have something to do with Ruka, I think, because it is androgynous, I don't know. Yeah, we probably have to turn back her thing now, which I don't think why that would be a big problem to do, because they know the number they sent the message to, and they do know the message this time. Because it was the eating stuff to change your sex, which I don't know, let's just go with it, but so that should be quickly done. Still, we will probably get a Ruka emotional episode, and let's just go and have some fun with that, or some tears. Probably more tears than fun, but here we go. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's just see where this goes.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
Oh, we've got the Kikaida, or whatever it is called again. Oh. Why are you telling her? You know all the information, I think. But I mean, okay. Why is she crying? Because she remembers it now? Yeah, him touching her, should that... Oh god, that sounds wrong. Shouldn't that bring back the memories? Yeah, I mean, that was quicker than I expected. Him just going with it. Yeah, I wanted to see this. Oh no, they are the same. So they're the same group. So anyway. Yeah, fractal androgen. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce that very well. Oh, she read something in German. Wait, you know me. Lebens. So live. Of life. Ah, frick. Frick. I need that. I'm sorry. I have to. No. There was text. Okay, so is there real text here? No, it is in English. This text is in English. Yeah, this is in English. Something with thoughts. I don't know. Thoughts about life. I don't know. What's she's reading? Perhaps the Heidegger thing. That feels bad, yeah. Why are you disappointed? Yes, but why don't you just send back that one message? Where's the problem here? I got it with Faris. That was very, very understandable why he couldn't do it. Yeah, probably not. I mean, wouldn't this be a beautiful way to overcome anxiety with these things? Like saying sorry and being afraid of the consequences and stuff, because you can just go back in time. You can try that out and get more confident. Because something you can do is, you can train confidence. Obviously not to the extent that you are overconfident in everything, I do think. But you can train confidence and and courage, so to speak. So if you do have anxiety, what you train is your courage, and not anxiety can't be lessened. That's not possible, I do think, because the amygdala, which mediates that in part, is it's a part of your brain, and the more afraid you are of something, the more shock and trauma you are the bigger it goes. So you have to train the other organs to inhibit that again. It's not that you can reduce the amygdala again, so to speak. So you can only get more courageous and more brave with your anxieties and stuff, or things that make you that trigger you, so to speak, into these very, very reclused modes of being and action. And so but that is brilliant here, because you can just train it. You can train it again. No, wait, you can't. Oh, that's very interesting because the amygdala doesn't change. Like when he sends back his memory. Yeah, when he does send it back, how does that even work? Like, let's say he does have social anxiety as fuck. He does have some, but not as fuck. But let's assume he does have social anxiety as fuck, and so his amygdala is very big. So, would he then, by traveling back, he gets more and more courageous with me, which means like I do think, is it the hippocampus or hypothalamus? One of those two is like growing again, growing to inhibit the amygdala. But every time he goes back to the original hippocampus. Let's say this is that one. Like so, like that, like grows, like it surges, like the growth. If he travels back, so to speak. So again, that's why it doesn't make sense biologically. Also, perhaps he is a special case though, because we know he retains memories, and yeah, perhaps his brain is out of time, so to speak. I mean, why does no one believe them? I love that he just takes her here and not Mayuri. Or did he take there as well? Yeah, but you know that one and you know the number. Yeah, he took her and not Mayushi. Like, he could have wrote Mayushi along. There are reasons why he doesn't do it, I think, of course, other than she's the one he trusts most in this. And I mean, it's not only trust. I do think he trusts, obviously, Mayushi a lot, but she's the one he relies on here, not Mayushi, which is so interesting. Yeah, a guy. Oh no. Yeah. Yeah, you know what it said. He could. That's my point, he could. Why is he not doing it? Because it's not about changing it, but also, I do think the Friends theme I discussed last time is also something he subconsciously really wants. So he can use this, like it feels right to him to do it here because he wants to connect to them. I do like that. Okay, so that's the reason. I'm done. Yeah, I'm done. Why wouldn't you know it? Didn't Daku figure that one out? I mean, they could get that, like he could reverse time, go to Ruka and ask about it. Like he somehow would get that. Like, but I get it. Yeah, because also this thing he did to Ferris, where she remembered the other time. I think that's important to do as well, because he gives her the happiness. Because I do think here she's happy as well. She is happy at the cost of Mayushi's life in the end. Everyone is happy at the cost of Mayushi's life. So, would you choose your friend's life over you not being sad about something that you could tackle and work through? You know what I mean? Then again, you could argue, so let's just work through Mayushi's death. That is so bad, but it could also be an argument. I wouldn't make it, but it could be an argument. Yeah, it's really mean, you know. I mean, yeah, so just go back one more time and, you know. Oh, God. Yeah, she is in love with him. I did get that, like Ruka was as well. I do think Okabe is, I mean, it makes sense because the divergence okay. Perhaps that's also why the D-mail worked somehow. Even though it's weird that it changed that much, but it didn't change a lot because her appearance is the same as Ruka's male appearance was. So his appearance is the same as hers, like, if you know what I mean. And the mannerisms and everything is almost the same. So the change, even though it is a sex change, which is a very big change, you know, biologically, the ripples it had in time were not that big because most of the things stayed the same, being in line with this divergence thing. So that is very interesting. And yeah, so her loving Ocarina also has to stay the same, because otherwise things wouldn't have gone the way they went. It would have diverged too much. So many things are just bound to be the same. Yeah. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. That is also an interesting question. Like, he knows both. Like, what is she to him now? Like, currently she's a girl, but he was a boy, you know. It's like, it's weird for him probably, like, to make these like align these. I don't know, because it's probably also not something he's mainly concerned about. It's like a side thing, so he doesn't spend resources on the question. Now he does, but so it's something he probably never thought about as well. Oh, she said something. Oh, she probably remembered when he touched her. Man, that sounds so wrong. Yeah, why did you? Really? Does she want to spend a day with him to have that memory? I don't know. Yes. Yeah, I mean, that sounds really blackmailing. In that, yes, I know she doesn't, like, she wants to be happy, and she obviously wants him, and I do think she understands the turning back stuff, that it won't last. But it's again the same as with Ferris. She wants a memory to treasure. Like, she wants to have lived her dream even though it's not real. So her dream, like, when they turn back time and she remembers this, it will be her dream being lived. Like, so yeah. It's interesting though. I mean, yeah, we know that from episode 1. Yeah, he went back for the 8 hours, yeah. No, she's not. She's not. I don't know. Like, I don't see a problem here, I have to say. I don't know. Like, it's just another time. It's like saying, I don't know. I don't know, someone having blue skin and then he changes something and then they have yellow skin and then he's like, but you do really have blue skin? No. It's like, then again, it is the thing I said last time, it's the reality idea. What is reality? For him, his reality is still that she's a boy, even though it's not real. It is the thing I talked about with these conflicting things. So, because all his life she was a boy. It's a problem for him in that his reality doesn't change. It's his reality that she's a boy, and even if he says he sees her being a girl here, it's not his reality. It is just something added on, so to speak, and it's very hard. I can understand, you know. It's though on the other side, shouldn't the memories, because he overrides his past worldline memories, not overrides it, he fuses them. So shouldn't it be 50-50? Like, because if she's a girl, if she was a girl all her life and he lived that life with her, so to speak, and he got those memories, or does he not get the new memories? Oh man, I forgot that. Oh, that's bad. I forgot if he gets the new memories, or if he just retains the old ones. I think he just retains the old ones. I don't know. It's a weird thing though, but it's hard. It's the thing I said. Yeah, see, this is like, and he can do that. Like, would you do that for a friend? I would probably do that for a friend. I would, because it's pretend. They are like they have they're playing a game again. It's like, and Ocarina plays games, and they, I do think here they both understand that it is a game. But because games psychologically are evaluating relationships and they are socializing tools for us. The basis of socialization, by the way, is a game. I do think I said that before, though. So them playing this new game of, I don't know what it's called in English. Probably something like playing family or something. It's akin to that, or acting in the theater or something. Like when you act out scenarios, you don't that are not. What do you say? that are not everyday life, so to speak, for you, or that are new for you, or that are interesting for you, are scary perhaps even. If you act them out, you understand them better, and you can understand people better. So they are playing like this game that children play. In Germany, it's called Mother, Father, Child. I don't know what it's called in English. Like, it's just playing family. So, you know, so like, and then like sometimes the girl's the mother, sometimes the boy's the mother, and like they play, and I don't know, they may change stuff up a bit, and you know, it's not about who plays what role, but what the roles mean. You know, and that's why people play these things when they are very, very young and children. And that's why they play it, because they understand the concepts of mother and father and, I don't know, shopkeeper, uncle, of baking. You know, that's how they understand it, because they pretend it, and that's how they get close to it. It's like the first trial at it, even though they don't really do it. Just as a side note. So them playing this game of girlfriend and boyfriend here, it's like they understand each other, and they understand what it would mean to be girlfriend and boyfriend, and they can have that as a memory now as well, because now he will create a memory for her when she's back to him, that she had her dream. And she will know that she sold her dream away for Mayushi, which also I do hope she never regrets. But I do hope that she can, like, that makes it a bit better, other than the catastrophe it will be otherwise. Because knowing that you gave up your dream can be terrible if you think you didn't give it up for something that's worthwhile. And obviously they all love Mayushi. That's why Mayushi has been written to be the best, most charming, most lovable character in this whole show by far, because everyone has the same feelings as the viewer, I think. I do think that, like, she's the one that's so pure and innocent and naive and beautifully clear in her world, so to speak. Like, she's this truth, so to speak, and they have to save her. And the naivety, the innocence, and the, like, seeing the beauty in the small things, and just being happy and content with the moments, which is, oh my god, that's thematically exactly against these things they do, like living their dreams, wanting to pursue these big things. And it's exactly the opposite to Mayushi, because Mayushi is I do think, a symbol for the moments, for the beauty in the moments, like just standing outside, looking at the stars and being happy, like just stare at the sky and be someone that just enjoy that, just enjoy the moments. And yes, there is terribleness, because, oh my god, that fits even better. Because her grandmother died and she looked up into the sky. And I know she, like some people said, she had a seppuku in mind before Ocarina came, which I don't know, it might be clearer in the visual novel. It doesn't really matter, though, for what I'm saying. Her grandmother died. She probably wished she was back, but she found solace in the little thing, which is the star, so to speak. So Mayushi is the symbol here in this show, to me at least, in part, for like this, like antidote to the terrible sadness you feel when there are dreams you can't achieve or that are out of reach, because either the dreams can never happen anymore because, for example, someone you loved died, and your dream is to be with them one more time. Like, that can't ever be. Or something like, I want to be the other sex, which is very hard. I mean, nowadays there are many discussions about that. They obviously won't get into them, but it is something that is like you at least have to do an operation nowadays, like, if you want it. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's like complicated, as I say. But even then, you have to do something very, very crass and harsh and big in your life to change things. These big changing actions in your life, I do think that's what Mayushi stands against, because Mayushi's argument as a character, so to speak, in the show is, just look at the sky. You know, there is terror and there are dreams unfulfilled. Everyone has them. But look at the sky and just sit here with me for a while. Like, look at the sunset, something like that. And let's just be together, enjoy the time we do have. You know, that's Mayushi. So everyone has to give up their dreams of this, like, big change, this big thing, or this big regret that is fixed, that they haven't worked through, so to speak, or that they run away from working through by saving Mayushi. They will have to do that again, because, but also Mayushi's antidote to all of that is, let's just enjoy our time and let's just look at the little things. It is like the thing It is a bit like the little boy with the stupid train we saw Ocarina run past all the time. That's the little moment he didn't look at. That's the little moment that Mayoshi is, the little boy playing with the train. Let's enjoy that. Like, don't go running towards, I don't know, a catastrophe of people trying to kill you and shoot you in the head. Just look at the train and the boy and find solace in that. I mean, I do think that some of that might be reaching, but I do think most of that is actually something very reasonable to see here, which is actually really cool message to have. Very important message as well. Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, it was kind of touching. Manians, we are back in it. What is Makis saying though? Oh, is there an age discrepancy that might be weird? I love that he plays again because he doesn't want to be honest here. But I don't know, age gaps are weird. I do think, on average, I do think at least puberty should be over for both. And like normally, I think in Germany it's like 18 is age of consent. So I don't know if she's like if Ruka's 18 here, but I don't know where I'm from. That's not really that. Like there are a bit bigger age differences because it's a small city. So the dating goes a bit wider a range, which I don't know. But yeah, so I do think it's fine. I don't know. Well, and Ferris is just serving stuff. I love that. Because she could be like, I'm the queen of the city, I have all the money. Oh, I see her blush. Yeah, she's the mother. She's the fucking mother, I know it. I love that though. I do think Ferris is talking about herself potentially a bit. That's funny. Yes? Uh-oh, what does she want? Oh, I love it. And now she uses his name because I love these two layers that are going on between them, especially with these like name calling, the pretend, and then their truth, and now her truth slipped out, and now she's like, oh shit, no, let's go back to the pretend stuff. I love that. That's so funny. Oh, that's so sweet. Interesting. Yeah, that's so awesome, man. Like you said, I love it. That's so cool. Why the fuck are you here, Daru? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, mate. Piss off. Just piss off. I love him. Oh, God, don't. Oh, my God. I mean, yeah, but... No, then again, yes, I agree. It's obviously not the same. But he is like, that's the same as I just said. It's like... playing these things. Like if you play relationship with a game, you try to understand it. The problem is the games are probably not reality, and the games might have the problem of playing into your desires too much than the relationship that is real and potentially real. You know what? Because let's say you play a game where there are 50 girls that want to make a harem with you or whatever. I don't know, and you like everyone is just falling for you left and right, and oh, that's so cool, and I don't have to do anything. I don't have to reflect on myself when going on this date because the storyline is all the time I get 1,000 girls. Like, you know, that's the problem. I do think because you are not challenged. Because in these types of games, these dating games. I don't know. I've actually only seen a let's play of one that was really dumb, I think. Oh no, and I played this other one, this really fucked up one that was on PS Plus a month ago. What was it called? It was awesome, I don't know what it was called. It was really fucked up in the end. But it's basically this typical, I mean, I know it from anime a lot though, because it's always like this, like a character that's very tropey, like just falling for you. I just mainly know it from visual, not from visual novels. What's it called? Certain animes. Like there was this one, Nisekoi, I think. Was it Nisekoi? I read that. I don't know why. It was pretty cool. I liked it. But that was the same. Like, everyone was just falling for the main dude. And he never had to really reflect on himself. I do think there he did have, because he changed a bit. But normally, that's how I always saw them. Like, these... Because I know this from fantasy games where you talk to NPCs, like, for example, Skyrim, you talk to NPCs and yes, you can make bad decisions, but the main story will mostly be the same, whatever you do, because your actions are also predetermined, so to speak, and you don't have to think about yourself too much sometimes. I don't know if that makes sense. So I do think this dating thing is, yes, it might be an approach. I mean, if you are shy, perhaps that's something cool, but I do think if you lose yourself in these games, you misunderstand the reality of the outside, because your dream world that you construct yourself will clash with that reality. Same thing we talked about. So I don't know. That's also, I do think, a bit why Daru is such a brash. Is it the same? Is it the word? Brash character that's always like doing these innuendo jokes and stuff, because no virtual girl has ever told him fuck off with that, and there it works, so to speak, in his headspace. It works. I really love that. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh, he's not googling how to date, he's googling places. That's cool. I mean, he can just ask Ferris for money and then go back and not do anything. I love that. Man, it's like they read my like, it's as if they listen to what I say and then add dialogue. I love that. Yeah, not part of reality. A world not part of his reality. Why don't you just ask Marcus, holy shit, man, she's like right there. Also, that might make you bond. I would love that. Oh my god. I don't think so. I mean, yes, he is, but so was Isaac Newton. So, I mean, at least that's the myth. Yeah, ask her. Exactly. He got her there. See, this is exactly what I mean. Like, there are two scarcely clad ladies, and he's looking at them, and it's PG, like, it's rated R. Like, this 18 means, it's probably in Japan, like in Germany, it is 18 years old to play. And I don't know where his hand here is. Like, I know that's a dumb joke of me to make, but let's not pretend. Like, his hand might be somewhere. And I don't know what they're saying, but this is obviously like, oh, you're so cool. Oh, everything you do is awesome. You know? He's just like, oh my god. Oh. I'm sorry, what did he say? I'm sorry, I was too focused on him. Oh, she's a virgin. Oh god, why did you say that? I'm so glad I didn't read that. That's so awkward. Oh no, they just now both do date analysis. A sense of cleanliness, yeah. Shave. So, it's a good point, though. Yeah, don't do that. Yeah. I do think that's something as well. I mean, I've never really been on a date. Most dates, like not on one of... I don't know. Like, when I met my wife, it was like we wanted, like, so we did have kind of a date set up, which wasn't officially a date really, but we both knew it was. We did chat for a while, like on Facebook back then, so FB, and we hit it off very well. And we were like, yeah, we're gonna meet on this day. And like, because it was a holiday, and we're like, yeah, we just spent the day, eat some pizza, watch some Doctor Who, but then she called me, or she wrote me 4 days earlier, hey, how about we go drinking something? So yes, I was hit on, because I was too shy and too secluded to muster up the courage to do something like that, So we went so we met up and we wanted to go to the drink, but we just ended up walking for 6 hours through the city talking, just to get to know each other. And because it was cool, because it was good, and none of us expected anything fancy. Like we did some fancy dates afterwards, obviously, like because it was cool and it was relaxing. But we did it to relax and not to impress each other. Like I do think the bad thing you can do is impress the other person with stuff you're not. For example, someone who's smug or overly confident or something, or perhaps even shy or something. And then that's the first impression you leave, because that's true. The first impressions do a lot of stuff. And by the way, I do think smell is a very big thing in first impressions as well. But that's very subconscious. Yeah, so, and if you impress someone with something you're not, like, how is that gonna last? It's basically a lie. It's a lie you tell them. It's the first thing basically you tell someone is a lie on a date. Like, just be honest. I think that's the best thing. And if they don't like you, then it's probably better to not pursue it, because people don't change that much in their lives. Most people do not change. They don't. They try for a week or two and then they won't anymore. Sometimes they can do a month or something, but they, like, because they work against their whole true nature. And that is how I, like, that is the experience I had with this positive date. I only had one date in my life, I think, and that was that one where we just walked through the city for 5 hours. But it was I was myself. I was very truthful, and I just talked the way I always talked, and we talked about things we enjoyed and didn't enjoy. You know, like going hiking or whatever, like going to the ocean. I don't know, you know, what do we like to read? What stories do we like? I don't know, you know, and that was very honest. So there was no bad surprise after a while when we got to know each other better. And I do think that's the problem. If you want to impress someone on the first date, yes, obviously you shouldn't be a tramp, like dress up as a tramp and be like reeking of I don't know what, you know, but don't oversell yourself or don't lie. Don't pretend in a way that it would be a lie, that it wouldn't be you anymore, because that will crash and burn very, very quickly if you're lucky. Very, very slow burn, and like you might be in a marriage and get divorced. Because often I do think, I don't have any ideas about divorces. It might, so this is just what I do think is possible, is that you didn't know each other the way you thought, because you just knew your personas. So I don't know. So I really do like that advice. Like, be yourself, just grab a coffee and just be honest and talk about things you might have not talked with others about. Like, I think that's good. But then again, only one date, so my sample size is one, and you probably have a lot more dates than I did have in my life. So you probably can say if that was rubbish in the comments, you know. So if that was rubbish, tell me in the comments and push the algorithm a bit.
当たり前でしょ。この殺伐とした店内でどんな
Oh no, the poor woman in the background.
初デートでメイドカフェ
The owner is so fucking. The owner is so pissed at her. I love it. I like the cafe though. Wow, that's like what the fuck, man. Oh my god. Oh, it's even worse than I thought. It's even worse, yeah, so I do know where his left hand was in that previous scene. Holy shit, man. Yeah, you go play that. And with yourself, whatever, I'm so what.
ブツブツ言ってないでとっとと着替える
Okay, so it's the typical trope of I help you go on a date even though I love you. That's awesome. It's a cool trope, I like it. I like that trope.
なんだか首輪をつけられた気分
That's interesting, yeah.
という合図
それは幸せの黄色いやつ
Oh, yeah.
も知ってるではないか
Yeah, she knows it too. Why do they know that from their parents?
こっそり後をつけていざって時はメールでアドバイス。
Oh no. That as well. It's the same thing I talked about. If she texts you, it's not you. I mean, here it doesn't matter at all. It's probably good because it will create Ruka's dream here, but you know, in real life, don't do that. It's really trope and I love it. Oh no, he really was on. Okay, so now she uses Valkyrie because she aligns with you, mate.
遅くとも15分前にはついておく。
That would be me. Like I arrive 15 minutes early in most dates. Like not love romantic dates, but also like if I have a date in my calendar, I always arrive 15 minutes early because I'm always afraid of being unpunctual. So let's go. Let's fucking go. I'm sorry.
早めに出たつもりだったんですけど。
This looks pretty good. Really cool. Sparkling water in the background looks a bit like Venice. That's so cool, man. And they're just like, oh no, those two ding-dongs. I mean, Makise, I kind of think would help him, but no, Daru. No, Daru. Don't.
まあデートだからな。
That's so cool.
さりげなく車道側を歩く。
Okay. Oh my god, that's so funny.
おっと、なんだあれは。
So fucking dumb, I love it.
さりげなく女の子をガード。
So fucking dumb. I love it though. You know, I do think what I do something like that. I always sleep at the side where the door is. Aren't men supposed to sleep at that side? I always heard that because if someone comes in, like you go tackle him or her, don't know, breaks into your house at night. But I don't know. Why the fuck would there be like a car like that in the pedestrian area? Perhaps it's not a real pedestrian area.
しかもそこでメイドさんに助け。
Oh no! Oh no!
マキセ氏なんかイライラしてる
Veluspa. Okay.
今日はいい天気です。
Okay, so you start with the weather. That's not a good topic to start. Perhaps it is,
だ
though.
が少し雲はあるな。
I don't know why people talk about the weather so often. I do think it's because everyone could say something about it. It's like the easiest topic ever. It's like, oh, weather's good. Yes, it is. Or I don't like it this good. Or, you know, and then you can spiral from there. I don't actually, now that I think about it, it's a pretty good starter for a conversation, perhaps. Yeah, it is.
この
Oh my god, and they are just sitting there. How are they not seeing them? I love it. It's so cool.
なぜだ。
Yeah, but now,
指揮した途端。
ここ素敵なお店ですね。
yeah. See, it is this, like it's normal stuff. It's a nice place. Yeah, it is. Do you come here often? Yeah, or no, it's very good. Like she's doing a good job here. He's not. Because I do think a date might, when I was very young, the date was a magical thing to me because, like, I never had it, as I said. It was like, and the more I didn't have a date, the more it became this complex thing, this mystical thing in my head. And it was like, it had to be perfect and it had to be wonderful and beautiful. And you had to be a special way. Like, I did have all these things in my head and I got very anxious around girls because I always was like, man, if I fuck up something here, I might never go on a date. And then I, like, you know, it was a self-fulfilling prophecy perhaps a bit as well. It was so interesting, you know, and it was, it's easy to say, don't just ignore it, just be yourself and fuck it. But I do think nowadays I would say, yeah, just fuck it. Like just don't think about it. Just spend time with people or don't. Like the name date is just, I do think it is basically something that is perhaps too overhyped. It is a nice gesture. It is a nice gesture. So I don't know. Get to know get to know each other time. I think that would be a better name. That is not as mystical. I don't know. Oh my god! You can't strategize. Just be yourself, you mate.
初めてといえば今日8月14日は日本。
Oh my, that's actually pretty cool. What was that? Just typical.
まあな。
It's awesome. Why does she like him? Why does she like him? She could start with that and talk to him about that. It might push his confidence as well. But she knows, like, she asked him out. She asked him out. So she clearly has romantic interests in him. And we know that, like, Ruka also had, when Ruka was married, also the same. Like, doesn't matter. It's just like, it's the interest that matter. So why doesn't she start with that here a bit? I would like that a lot.
まあ季節も帰らん僕って
I mean, technically, Daru has a date with Makisa now. No. I'm just joking.
ありがとうございました。
So what are they gonna do now?
やっぱりつまらないでしょうか。
Oh. It's probably something he can't even answer.
ブラブラするぞ。ついてこい。
Oh my god, it's Mayushi. Oh no! Oh my god.
ひたすら歩いて上野まで往復って。
Oh no, that's so dumb. I just walked in Oh my god. I love it. Man, he's so awkward. Oh my fucking god.
初めて会った時のこと。
Ooh, I need to know that. Yeah, that's a good question. Oh no, the music starts. Oh no.
で、困ってたところを助けてくれたんですよね。
Okay, so he was the hero in her story. So he's her hero, like that. Interesting.
ありがとうございました。
Why did they overwhelm her
なぜ
though?
謝る？
It's again what I said last time, is this idea of the shadow mooks in the background that we don't care about. We don't care who that was. We don't care.
こんな顔なのに男だから。
Oh, that's so sad, man. She must feel so much pressure. I mean,
そんなことはどうでもいい。
yeah, it is true. It really doesn't.
岡部さんが言ってくれた言葉が。
Like, why would it matter? I don't know. I mean, I know there are societal norms that might clash with that, and that might be really sucky, but I do think everyone has the societal norms. Like, everyone has societal norms crash against them. So this is just one that is very, like, I do think now it is very prominent, but for example, me being very thin. Like, I'm pretty thin. A bit thinner than normal. I do think, like, it's not much, but people are always like, oh, why don't you eat? Eat more, blah, blah, blah. Like, it's also, like, a societal norm. And you always are like, am I too thin? Am I wrong in some way? I think that's the problem. And I do think everyone contends with that. So I like... So this idea of it doesn't matter is perhaps it doesn't matter. I do think that's a very healthy thought here. Because I do think it can lead to you fixating on something that is not as important as you think it is. For example, if I would be like, oh no, I don't eat enough, even though I eat a lot. I eat a lot. It's just like I just burn a lot of stuff thinking, I think. But like I'm like, if I would be hung up on that, I would always try to eat more and like be sad every day. I would go stand on a scale and be like, oh god, I'm too thin. I did know it was a bit less than yesterday, or no, it's not too much more. You know, it's like that. That's I know these are not exactly the same situations. Obviously, that's like a different thing here. But I do think the idea in the end is similar. Like, in the end, you are you, and that's important, isn't it? Like, you are yourself with your loves and dreams and ambitions and your mistakes and errors. I do think that's the important thing here. And I do think she realized that, like, or he did as well, I hope, because we are going back to Ruka being a he, I do think. So he will have realized that then as well. Like, doesn't matter. You've got your friends, people that support you, and yeah. I really like that.
そんなことはどうでもいい。
Yeah, that's true.
ルカ子が男だった時の記憶ではないのか。
Yeah, it is. Yeah, she slipped up. She slipped up. She knew, I knew it when he touched the first time. She got it. Yeah, that's also why she wanted the date, because she knows she's living a dream, but also a lie. Also a lie.
僕何
It's so cool. That's so cool, man.
フェイリスの時と同じだ。
Yeah.
世界線の記憶が。
That's so cool.
今日は
Yeah, I do think like her being a boy or girl does not matter at all, either for perhaps dating. You know, that's the thing where it does matter perhaps, because I do think like if you're attracted to same sex or different sex or both or something, you know, that's something you can't change. You can't change that, and sometimes that's why stuff does not work out, and that's something where this might play into, because you know that's something you can change. It's one of these things you have to accept. I think it's like accepting the death of someone, or like it's the possibility that is so to speak impossible. I do think that is important, that you understand that there are possibilities that are impossible. Same as I could never be a pilot. I couldn't have ever been a pilot because I do have color blindness. I could have never, ever in my life been a pilot. I never wanted to be one because I fucking am afraid of flying. But you know, it's like there are things that you might dream about that are impossible, and that's okay. And that's why Mayush is there again. There are little moments that are so beautiful, and yes, it is sad that there are things that can never be. It is incredibly sad. It is sad that there are ambitions you can never fulfill that are just impossible. It is, I mean, it doesn't even have to be the sex, the same or different sex relationship thing. I mean, that's even too narrow. It is just like sometimes people don't love you that you love. Like, I wouldn't even condense it to this problem. I do think that's the more important thing. Doesn't even matter if it's because the person you want to be with doesn't love you back. Doesn't even have to do anything with sex. I do think that's a bit of a like if you just reduce it to the sex or like the attraction or the gender you're attracted to or whatever. If you reduce it to that, I do think you run into many difficulties and traps. So I do think that's not important as well. Important is there a person that loves you or not? And why that is, you can't change that. If it's because you are the wrong gender, for example, okay, can't change that. If it is because she doesn't like people that like going to the beach on holidays and travel a lot, I can't change that. You know, there are just things you can't change, and sometimes things are not meant to be. Sometimes things are not meant to be, and even if you would fix them, they are a beautiful lie. But I do think them living these beautiful lies also makes them realize that, yeah, that was beautiful, but in the end, perhaps I should look at the little things, at the Mayoshis of this world. Also, Mayoshi is the smallest character, I think. Is she smaller than Ne? That would also be funny. Yeah, it makes her happy. Obviously, it would make her happy. Yeah. Because that's the beautiful thing about this anime. They live their dream and retain it. That's so important. Oh, that's so funny, yeah. Yeah, okay, so they basically do what I would have done in the beginning. Like, so it was, like, no, I wouldn't have, because I do think the connection with her was extremely important, but, yeah. Again. There she is. Oh, that's so funny. That wasn't awkward, he didn't wear a lab coat. That's so assholeish and I love it. He still wears them. Yeah, he didn't. It wasn't the real him. That is the important thing. Ah, yeah. See, that's also what I talked about, what he probably realized, because all the stuff we saw before, that wasn't real. You know, it wasn't his real self. So she didn't have a date with Ocarine. She did have a date with something he pretended. Man, I love this episode. It doesn't matter. Yeah, obviously it doesn't. I mean, but it's not many people do things along those lines, unfortunately, but yeah. It's so funny, man. That's That's so cool. See?
分かったら妖刀さみだれを
That is why she loves it as well, because here he is himself. That's what I would have wanted. Like, if I was Ruka, I would have wanted him to be this on the date, because that's what she loves. You know?
の調子だ
So cool. It's so funny, man.
そもそもこの妖刀にまつわる
That's so awesome, man.
遡る
It's about her relationship with him. That's the important thing. Yeah. The truth.
私たちはもう必要ないみたいね。
That's so cool, man.
まゆりちゃんのこと。
Yeah. Mayuri-chan, that's why she's important.
IBN5100 か
Yeah, the thing is, though, the thing you are forgetting is that Moeka's message made it disappear. You have to make Moeka change. How the fuck are you gonna do that?
でも、僕が壊しちゃったんです。
Really? That's interesting. Oh.
お願いします。まゆりちゃんを助けてあげて。
Yeah, she broke it, okay.
久しぶりに岡部さ
Yeah.
んです。
Again, just training together. That's the little moment. That's the Mayuri in this. Like, I know that's a bit, you know what? That's so awesome, man. I love the themes of this show so much.
泣いちゃいそうで。
And I'm so glad we don't have to contend with the science stuff anymore. It was fun, but this is a lot better.
エル、プサイ、コンガリ。
Psy Kongri. Oh.
プサイ、
Oh, that's so cool.
本当は戻りたくないです。
Yeah, of course you don't want to.
岡部さんへのこの気持ち、
No, you don't have to. No. Why? Why? I do think that's the thing. Like, why would you do that? I would like, if they are friends and she's a boy again and she has them and he knows that now and he will always know, like, they can talk about it and be like, okay, this is a situation. How are we dealing with it? You know, it's like, because she can't switch them off. And if she seals them away, they will fuck her up. So she has to work through them somehow, and it's hard. And it's like a wound that she has, or he has then. You know, it's like, that's a fucking sucky situation they're in then. But they can work through that. And Okabe can be supportive of that, and she can also understand that Okabe does not love her. You know what I mean? That's important that they have that. Yeah, of course you will be allowed to like him. You can. Of course.
男に戻ったら、今日のことも全
No, you will not forget that. That's so awesome.
部こうして岡部さんのから
Yeah, that's so cute, man.
女の子になりたいなんて。
Yeah, this thing here. Yeah. That's the thing, though. Of course you can wish for that. I don't think that is not what it is about. If you are a boy and you want to be a girl, you can wish that. I mean, obviously you can. Like, you can wish anything in the world. But if you get wrapped up in your wishes, they might fuck you up. That's just the thing. And they might make you forget what reality is, and you might focus in on them, and they might override everything you are. And that's the danger, I think.
何も変わらない
Yeah, nothing will change.
とか女とか、そんなことはどうでも。
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
でも少しでいいから覚えていてください。
Yeah. But she will remember as well. That's the beautiful thing.
忘れない絶対に
And he goes back. Yeah.
漆
Yeah.
いや女よりも女らしい美少女
Yeah.
お前は俺のこと好きか
I love that. Man, that's so awesome. That's so awesome from episode 1 where we completely ignored. And I called him out for that really hard. Because he ran away from that in his pretend world again. But this is real. And now he asks him.
好きか
Yeah. And that's okay. It's okay that she likes him, or he likes him. That's okay. It's funny. That's funny. I see that as a joke. That's funny, man. What? No, Moeka's mail. Is that the one that's left? What's the other one? Did I forget it? I will remember. Man, this episode again was so fucking awesome. Anyway, what do you think about these things? I know they are... I'm probably also very fucking controversial today to some people. I don't... You know, that's how it is. I will tell you what I think. I do think in these things that relationships do matter in the end and not all these surface level things. And if you're not liked by someone, that's how it is. And it might be because you have the wrong gender or whatever, or it might be because you don't like sports, or because you do fart a lot in class. All of those are obviously not the same, but you know, it's the idea of sometimes people just don't like you or love you, and that's the world. And if you try to find fault in yourself for that, I do think that's very bad. Because it can lead you down so many terrible roads, and it can make you hate yourself in parts. Because that basically, like, if you accept that, it tells you, this person I love more than anything doesn't love me back, so I must be wrong. I do think that's the idea. That is the idea. Like, all the other things are details and contexts, but that's the idea. And I do think a healthy answer, perhaps, and again, I'm not a counselor or anything, and I might be wrong here, and you might disagree, but my answer would be, you are who you are, and that is okay, and the world is just not perfect for no one, and that is something that sucks, but try to come to accept it and don't change yourself or throw yourself into a pit of hell, metaphorically speaking. And don't start hating yourself for it. And also don't start hating the world, because if you hate the world, you forget the little things that you love. You forget the Mayoshi in the world. You know, I don't know if that made any sense to you or that was good to you. But it's what I think about this. And I do think that's what's important. Anyway, if you like this reaction, or if you disliked it as well, like or dislike, and subscribe, obviously, for more potentially controversial opinions. And yeah, I hope you will have a very, very great day, and I will see you around. Bye.